Time to tinker and talk the night away. Grab your glue and paints, we're back again. It's model making day. From classic cars to soaring planes and steam trains on the track. Whether die-cast builds or part work kits, there's no turning back. So let's tinker and talk, just you and me, building dreams from plastic, one sprue at a time. You see, whether sanding down or fitting parts, we share the joy, that's how it starts. Come along, let's tinker and talk the night away. Got a Mustang here and a Spitfire too, maybe a steam train. The smell of glue, the sound of chat, in this world we all remain. Got a tip or trick, then drop it in chat. We build as friends, not just fans. This bench is open, the stream is live. Come lend a helping hand. Yeah, we tinker and talk with laughs and care. The hobby's better when you've got good folks to share. From sanding wheels to fixing wings, we celebrate the little things. So come on in, let's tinker and talk the night away. Screws and glue, just me and you, talking shop till the model's through. A misstep here, a perfect fit. We cheer each other every bit. Let's tinker and talk under workshop lights, chasing calm and joy through long creative nights. From revel kits to die-cast dreams, we're builders, makers, part of a team. It's Tuesday night, let's tinker and talk the night away.
Good evening all, and I'm just having a look, and I don't know if Optimus Prime was ever voiced by Liam Neeson. I could see where you get coming from, Chris, but it's Peter Cullen, and he also very much voiced the Night Automated Roving Robot, Car. So as well as Optimus Prime, he also did the voice of Car, and no one got it right. I thought that was pretty common knowledge, but never mind. So we are going to progress with Optimus Prime. I'm going to try and get through 3 bags like we did the first night last week. And it's basically just more the legs on this one at the minute. Doesn't look to be many parts in the bags, so it shouldn't take too long, and hopefully I'll finish on time like last week. I have bought the Aston Martin DB5 up primarily because this is probably going to be the last time you see it until it's revealed at Telford. So I've decided for the next couple of weeks I'm not going to show anything of the Agora Models Diorama on this live stream. The car, as much as it doesn't look it, is pretty much done. There's probably a couple little bits I'm going to add to it, mainly what Howard suggested, which is put the hinges in for the bonnet and the boot. But other than that, it's pretty much ready to roll as it is. And the rest of the diorama is sat over there on the floor, sort of semi-mocked up. There's still a couple of bits I need to print, but it's coming along well. And as I say, the next time you'll see it is either in person if you're going to Telford, or it'll be on a video probably just after Telford, or it might even be on a sneaky live stream from Telford as well. So keep an eye on the channel for those updates. But as I say, tonight we're going to get on with Optimus Prime, and I'm pretty sure I can get through these 3 bags without a problem. So let's get building. Hey Bergdis, hey Chris, I'm Matt. Hey, go for it. Right, so just a reminder, this is where we got to. And it will eventually transform something like that. So we will get to the point of there at the minute, which is where we left it at the end of last stage. But as I say, I've got bags 4 here. I've also got 5 and 6, which are the last of the legs, and then the rest of it's all details after that. I think it's 4 bags after that one. So we're going to kick off with that black piece there. And again, what I've done, I've color coded basically all the parts I've got, so hopefully it'd be easier to find bits as well. Just making sure I'm not missing any comments. And still working on the Ecto and Bergdis. Right. So that's going to go like that. Got one of these blue bits going there. Then we need 2 of those and 1 of those. And that's going to go one there, one there. There's a lot of blue bits in this in these 2 bags or 3 bags, obviously with what we're doing. Do get the odd red bit. We need that, and we need that. Next up, we need those 2 parts. We need that piece. We need 2 of those. And they're just going to go along the edge here. Next, we need these 2 parts. And we need that, that, and that. That's going to go on there, and then that's going to go on top of there. Straighten those out, and then that will go on there. Excellent. 2 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those. And to confuse you, they flip it around. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. That one there, and that one just there. I did see the Ecto sort of appeared over in France, but it seemed to be for people that have obviously previously subscribed to it. I do wonder whether it will ever return. As much as I'd like to do the Ecto, I don't think I've really got any room for it. Right, so we've got that going there. Yep. We also need that, that, We need 2 of those. One's going there. Then we have that. Then that. And then we have another one of these with the 2 holes. Excellent. Oh, that means they're still using Eagle Moss stock then. If you've got new and old stock. Right, we've got that white one. That's going to go like so. We need that one, and we need that one. That's going to go in there. That will go on there. Oh, we need 2 of these white ones. That's going to go like that and like that. To be fair, I think the Megazord's like that. Obviously, it's done rounds previously, and I'm sure that's why we're having so many issues with batteries being old stock, because they're using old packs. We've actually got to make 2 of those on that. So we've got to make a second one of those. That piece there, that piece there, and then that piece on top. And that will go in there. Excellent. Long black one. One of those and 2 of these blue wedges. And they are going to go that one there, with a blue wedge there, and then we have the black one there, and the blue wedge on the end. Next we need the plate, need that. We need a blue 4, single one. Whatever that is. We need 2 of those. So we're going to start off with those 2, going there and there. That's going to go in there, followed by that. Did I bring out a single blue? I did. That's going to go there, that's going to go there, and then that's going to go there. There we are. Got this axle piece, that piece, that piece. All those. Got a lot of fiddly parts in this bag. So a lot of the main big parts now used already. It's just lots and lots of fiddly bits, it seems. Oh, I missed a double 2 there. That's in, that's fine. That thing sits on top of there, with that one on top. That axle goes into there. 2 plate goes there. That 3 one there, and that 4 one goes behind it. There we are. So next up we've got that piece going in there. 2 of these larger blue pieces going in there and there. And somewhere we're hiding a 1. Okay, I think that needs to go like that. Then that goes in there. That's it. Almost missed that one out. Right, next we need that, and we need that. And this is going to be nice and simple. That goes like that. That goes like that. And then that goes on top. Easy. No, haven't heard any update. The last I heard was October. Obviously, we're in October now. But yeah, it's really annoying because all we're waiting for are these. But because they won't stick those in a jiffy bag, they've delayed the entire last pack. And I'm sure, I might be wrong, but I think all they're going to do is basically remanufacture this, potentially without these pins, or at least maybe without this front pin. Because that front pin, I think, goes where the screw hole is in the front of the car. And if that's the case, we could have just been told to cut one of these off. Because as far as I can see, that'll fit fine. So I don't know why at the minute, why they're not, why they're having to remanufacture that bit. And if it is the case that it's just a pin missing, I'm going to be really annoyed. Especially when it's something we could easily modify ourselves. Right, so we've got those going in there. Oh, wait a minute. This side's got stripes going that way. This one's got them going up and down. And it's this way we need it, with the stripes going horizontal. Should have a little wedge piece. That's going to go there. And that's going to go in there. Next we need two of those, one of those, and one of those. So stack close, like that. And then this is going to go on there, like so. And then that's going to go into that point just there. Then we need that, and that, a long blue piece, one of those, two of those, and one of those. So what we're doing with that lot, spinning that around. We need two of those actually. That's going to go there, that there. That single one is going there. 6 there. 6 there. That cream one going in there. And then this one going in here. And then there's two pieces going there. So is that you delayed Bergdis, or is that just you started a bit later than others? Right, put that one side for a second, because we need a few pieces to make up a little sub-assembly. Okay, so by the time it comes around to you, it's possible that you won't get delayed at all then, if they've actually sorted their stuff out by then. Right, so we've got 6. We've got flat 2. That goes there. That goes there. And we flip it over that way. That'll go there. That will go there. And that will go there. Bring this piece back over. And this is going to go just there. We've got a few details go on the side of this. And it's going to go 3 of these. Like so. These little grey details. All in there. Then we have 2 of those and 2 of those. Hey, Spiders Brew. I hope you feel better soon. You can just sit back, relax, watch some Lego. And, yeah, maybe drift slowly off to sleep. Next, we've got some of these plates. 2 of the 2s are going to go in there. And then we're flipping that this way over. And then we have that there. That there. Oops, I've broken something off. And then we have 1, 2, 3 of those. And then we need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like so. Then we're flipping it back this way. We need that plate. We need 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, and we should have 1 grey one. And have 6 going like so. Another one like so. That goes like that. Like that. And then we've got these ones that are going to go on the end, like that. Then we need 2 of those. Almost at the end of this bag. Not very many parts left at all, which is good. Only 20 minutes in. In theory, that's on schedule for 3 bags. I can work out where to put the pieces. Right, let's start off with that piece. It's going to go in there. No, that's not right. That piece goes there. That piece must go like that. That piece then goes in like that. That one goes in there. And we have this one, which is going to go this around. Yep. There's that and that. Another one of these elbow brackets, which is going to go that way around. That's then going to go just there. That one there. And then with this one, we need that and that joining like that. That's then going to go just there. And then these silver triangle bits, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we need 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. One there, one there. These 2 ramps. That goes there with a single going in the middle. Same with that side. And then I think I'm just finishing off this bag. Nope, not quite. Got to do 2 of these. They then go there and there. These 2 wedge pieces on the ends. Oh, that'd be fun. Are you doing that for your channel? Be good to see that. Right, next we need 2 of those. Group up. Those 2 on there like so. This going this way around. And we have this going like that and like that. That's then going that way around. And then this is flipping over and going like that. And then that is going to attach to Optimus Prime. And that, I believe, is, yep, the end of that bag. So we have part of a leg. So move those little bits out of the way. Now, pretty much doing the exact same thing, but for the other side. We have an extra bag in this one, but I think that's because we're also adding the wheels to that first leg as well. Right, let's see how we get on without sorting. If it starts to look for be a point where I'm looking for loads of bits, I will sort them into colour. That's going there, that's going there, that's going there. Blue piece, blue piece, another blue piece. Actually, that one's the wrong end, but it doesn't make any difference whatsoever, but we shall go with what we're told. it's that way around. Little one just in there. Red piece. Grey block. One of those. One of those. And one of those. I don't know, I'm sure there's some way of they've engineered it. Obviously it's going to take the weight of the whole thing when it's stood up. So I'm sure there's some genius behind it and why they are laid out like they are. So we've got that one there. We need that one there. We need another one of those. Which is going to go there, and then we need these two. One and two. Right. Beige pieces are easy to find. That one flips around that way. And I guess it does sort of increase the brick count, but because they've got this crisscross pattern going on the inside, potentially it does make for a more solid construction. So that's potentially what they're going for. That's going in there. That's going in there. And that one there. Excellent. Next we need that. That. Where am I going to find the little grey L bracket there? Blue wedge is going to go there. Blue two-piece on top of there. And that's going to go in there. And this time I'm not going to forget that one. White piece on top of red piece, which is going to go in there. These two white pieces, one there and one there. That white piece goes there. Then we need 4 of these ones. To the red ones. And to these. That goes like that, like that, and like that. Like that, like that, and And then they are going to go this way around. And I'm guessing that when it's in truck mode, these will link up with the other leg. Right, how have I missed that entire section there? That's better. Yeah, on Bergdis, everyone wants an 18 van. You have to have the horn play the 18 theme tune. Right, we need a wedge piece, which is going to go on the end there. This buff one is going there. We have another wedge piece on the end. Next we have these two black angle pieces. One there. One there. Got another 3-piece buff piece. Large plate. And then we have this piece. Excellent. Then we need to finish that off with that one and that one. Should have an axle piece, which is going to go in the piece I haven't put on yet. In there. That will then go there. We have 4-piece there. Another tan one or buff piece. I do know all these colours actually have proper names. So that looks like the picture, which is good. That goes there. We need a single blue one. Only takes an idea, Bergdis. I had an idea to do a Agora Diorama. Never thought it'd come true. That needs a buff piece underneath. Like so. White piece just in there. We've got these 2 grey pieces. One there. And the other one there with the stripes going horizontal. Black 3-piece. Should have a little wedge piece. Like so. Now we've got these 2 parts. That's going to go under that piece. We should have a little black flat piece. There it is. And that will go in there like so. I used to have an Autobot symbol on the front of a previous car, and the amount of time you saw kids like walking past it, it's like, it's a transformer. Keep considering putting it back. this around this way. That goes there. That one on there. Got a single blue going in there. 6. Another 6. Tan piece. That piece. I have 2. We've got the 1 in there. Perfect. So that's it. Put that one side for a second. Need that. Need that. That's a 2-piece. That goes on there. That goes on there. That a 3-piece? I think it is. Where am I going to find? There it is. Flip that over. Now we need the L bracket, which is there. That piece then goes there. And then we've got 2 to finish that one off. And then this is going to go onto the side of here. Nope. Just there. Alright, with that one. No, can't be right. Sure, that should go further forward. Yeah, it should. And then we've got these wedge pieces. 1, 2, and somewhere we should have a third one. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those. Two of those. 2 of those. And we're doing the same as what we did earlier by making up this ring section. So follow that up with that one, that one, that one, and that one. Nice and easy. I'm going to flip it over that way. Let's break that same piece off for that one. 1, 2, 3 of those. That there, and that there. That piece. Keep breaking it off. And then 6 of these. Like so. Flip that over again. That goes there. That goes there. 4. Another single. Another 4. Grade 2. 6 and a 6. Then we should have that going there. That there. We've got a larger plate which goes there. That 6 will fill in that gap. That 6 will fill in that gap. Excellent. Then we have a grey 2 and a flat plate, which is going to go there. I think I missed a piece off the last one, assuming that they are both the same. Got that little blue wedge piece there, which I didn't put on that one, so I'm going to assume they're meant to be the same. So I'll put one in there in a minute. I did have one of those spare. One, two, three, four, five. That's the sixth one. Excellent. So next up we have this piece. We have that piece. That piece goes like so. That then sits on there. Gap then gets filled in with that one. One of those there. One of those there. And that. Where's the other wedge? There it is. No worries, Jody. Have a good one. Right, so that's those bits. I think that's all I need to do with that. Next page. Those flats going onto there, like so. That then goes on there. Now on there, we have two little wedges. One, two. And those two going together. That like that. That one there. I'll always play my toy stash. It's just the scale that matters. That's going to go like so, and like so. That one goes like that. Flip that over. That one goes in there. I think we need to send Wayne another Lego set. I don't think he's done enough Lego. That was the last one he done was the Orca build, wasn't it? Right, then we've got these axles that's going to go in there, and there, and there. I didn't actually check that, but I assume they go mirror. Yes, they do. And that one actually goes down there. And then we have the wheels and tyres. Yeah, well, now I've done this one, I want Bumblebee and Soundwave and any other Transformer Lego, you know, that I can get my hands on. Right, so that's going to go on there like so. Get those to go in the centre there. That's going to go like that. How long have I got? 10 minutes. I don't think I'm going to get bag 6 done. bag 6 entail? It looks like it's feet. Oh, bag 6 isn't. Wait, 4 pages. Let's do it. Basically, it looks like a lot of pieces, but we've just got to build 2 feet. So it's the same parts, just all doubled up. And don't you forget it. See, I was thinking of a trivia question to do for today. And one of the things I thought about was why wouldn't we get a Lego Megatron? And it's because of the transformation that he does. And I think Lego will not make weapons. Right, should I organise these parts? I have to remember making 2 of these, so everything I do, I've got to do twice. Yeah, dang it. Put that all the way around. Let's go that way. I'm not sure. I thought they had, but I'd heard that apparently they won't do. Whether it's weapons as opposed to tanks and vehicles, I don't know. Because obviously Megatron's initial transformation was just a gun. So maybe it's that they won't do. What's wrong? That needs to go that way around. I've been told to do 2 of these. I assume they must be mirror images of each other. Yeah, definitely 2. Just assume that they'd be opposites. Got some bright orange bits now. That's going to go into there. That then goes in the end of there, hopefully. And then we'll then slide on there. Do the same for this one. Need this and this. That goes in there. We've got another one going on top there. that, like that. That in there. That in there. Same with this one. And then that is going like so. It's only loose in there at the minute. We're going to close that off. I should have done that earlier, but I can do it like this. That one goes on that, like that. And then we can close that one off as well. Excellent. Okay, now they're starting to look like a mirror image of each other, so I'm happier now. One or two of those. Oh, I missed off doing that. That's why it wasn't looking quite right. That one on there, that one on there. And then we've got two of these going on the bottom here. Ah, right, okay. I knew it was something sort of like that. They won't do military type somethings of a. Because I think obviously with Optimus, everyone's thinking like, oh, are we going to get a Megatron? And the answer is no. Not unless someone does an MOC or something like that. Should have two of these. There we go. And what we'll do, these are black axles that are going to go in there, and there, there, and in there. And that's going to go into the first hole. And then that is going to go, it's right around, that way. Nope. That way. Now, I'm not going to make it on time tonight, am I? So presumably that's going to go, yep. Oh, I haven't put that other angle bracket on, have I? That one. two of those. Those on top. Those on top of there. Couple of wedges. And they are going to go into here. By the way, I will probably be disassembling Optimus at some point because I have ordered a lighting kit for it. Again, that's from Game of Bricks. And at some point, I'll get around to lighting all of the Lego items I've got. Because so far, I've got all the kits, but not lit anything. Lego put a halt in Firefly ship that got his shirts from promoted sex, guns, violence, and they don't want that kids to go watching it. Yes, I suppose they need to think about who Lego is marketing for. And yes, they are some adult sets. And I think this set said 18 plus on the box. But, you know, it's Lego at the end of the day. And I'm sure my 9-year-old would love this set. To be fair, I think my 7-year-old would love the set as well. That goes in there. Well, to be fair, Howard, you've probably got more Lego in your barn than Lego has in their warehouse. Right, I don't want that bit, I want this bit. That's going to go there, and that's going to go there. Then we need these, and these yellow pieces, or orange pieces, I should say. Let's face it, I mean, kids can't afford these sets, can they? So, how does this go? That goes like that. Oh, I've got to do 2 of those. So I should have those ones as well. Again, they're going to go like that. Like that. We have a blue piece going across there. So that's those 2 done. And then we're actually putting those on Optimus Prime. But I can't be where I finish because there's still tons of pieces on the workbench. But it's got bare feet now. You can actually stand up. Alright, so what's the last little bit? Okay, this is the last page. So we need to do 2 of these parts as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Now, have they told me 4 of these because that's how many I need for both sections? I don't know. We'll work it out. That. Like so. Okay, we need 2 of these, so that's going to be 4 of these. It gets confusing when you're doing 2 of something, but inside the instructions they do to say 2 of again. Right, that's going to go like that, that's going to go like that, that's going to go like that. We have a black piece going on top of those. Yeah, again, I think I heard that they wouldn't do something like that as well because of whatever their construction are. But aren't they construction bots, Devastator? Silver pieces. Like that, like that. Then we have those two going there, those two going there. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need that on there, followed by silver one, black one, silver one, black one, black one, silver one, and silver one. And then they try and get this orientated the right way around. I'm going to go there and there. No, that can't be right because I've got that sticking out there. Oh, I see why. I put that on the wrong way around. That should go like that. And then that can go on like that. And I believe they are going to be the fuel tanks. But that is all to do in those bags. So that's where we are at the moment. I'll see at some point that will fold down like that. Try and work this out. That's going to go like that, that's going to go like that, and that's going to go something like that. So there we are. Starting to look a little bit like a truck. And they will go like so. There we go. We have a rolling truck-ish type thing. Right, I'm going to switch camera and say goodbye to you lot. Right, so how many minutes over? About 5 minutes over. That's not too bad. But got the 3 bags done, which is exactly what I wanted. Next time, if I continue this, there are 4 bags to finish this off. I don't know if there's more or less parts, but it seems to be about an hour per section. And obviously it's been split into 3 sections. So maybe next time we'll get Optimus Prime finished. If you want to see that, obviously, if you're not already, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit like on this video as well. And obviously, if you're watching on catch up, try and catch me live at 8 o'clock every Tuesday. But thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all your comments, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Cheers.